10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3.
Yeah, hi, welcome to One People, One World. My name is Rabbi Yakov David Cohen. I'm here with a very special guest, Tony Taylor and Fernando Rojas. And we're here to please welcome number one and tell us a little about yourself and about, we've met Tony, I know Tony over 10 years ago. We've met here in Manhattan Neighborhood Network, promoting peace and unity with Universal No White Code. And Stan Fernandez is a singer and a composer, and he does writing and so on. We'll hear about bringing peace and love to all people.
Yes.
Tell us, how have you been since 10 years ago?
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Rabbi, Yakov, thank you so much for being here. It's been so many things that have happened since I've been here. The last time I was here, I was working with Princess Amor. I was her ambassador and TV host, publicity anchorman. Since then, at that time I was acting, but beyond that, I'm now an author. I have my book, and I'm also a singer. My music is out. I also do other functions working with nonprofit organizations, International Celebrity Wars in Paris, Hollywood Star in Paris TV reality show. That's under Multiface France with Paulette Mouquette. I'm the vice president for Multiface France, and then I work with another nonprofit organization, World Meet, with M.A. Ali from India. I'm the vice president for that. We do the same thing, promote harmony, peace, love, and we do award ceremonies.
That's very interesting, because part of the Institute of No White Code, I'm involved with the United Nations headquarters as well.
Yes.
As an NGO.
Yes.
And we're promoting peace. We've recently had an event in India, as well as in Pakistan, and all these different countries.
Wow.
And we've also, promoting the message of unity and peace amongst all people.
Yes.
And then let's introduce
Fernando Rojas.
Go ahead. Tell us about yourself. Give us a minute or two.
Well, yes, I'm also a very good friend of Tony for many years. I'm an award-nominated composer for the United States. I also former investigator was under Title III for Homeland Security for a number of years.
Right.
And I'm also the director-contributor of the Joan G. Ivey tribute through Church and State, and it was endorsed by the White House and Governor Scott Walker. Back in 2018.
That's nice. That's nice. Let's talk about what we're here. We're here to bring unity. Obviously, the world is made up, of many different factions.
Yes.
Many different races and creeds and so on. And the idea is that we all come together. We're all one body. There are different arms, different limbs of the body serve different functions, but yet they all come together.
Mm-hmm.
And they all act in unison.
Yes.
And really, that's what the laws of Noah sort of represent actually, because it represents a period in time where we were all children of Noah. Before there was any Judaism, Christianity, Islam, or any religion for that matter. There was only one religion, one way of serving God.
Okay.
And that was the laws of Noah.
Wow.
And that was to believe in God, not to curse God, not to kill, not to steal, not to commit adultery, and not to be cruel to animals, and to establish courts of justice, to always see that people behave in a humane fashion.
Right. Fascinating.
So this is really about bringing the different, and then branched out as time went on, different religions and different people arose, and different cultures and so on.
Mm-hmm.
But we all are survivors, and the reason why we're a survivor is because of Noah. Noah was a believer. He believed in God.
Yes.
And he heeded to God's call, and therefore he survived.
Mm-hmm.
We're now coming up to the period of the holiday of Hanukkah.
Okay.
Hanukkah.
Yes.
Hanukkah is a time we celebrate the victory, good over evil, light over darkness.
Yes.
And so on. And that's why we light a candle, to show that candle light doesn't create anything. However, it gives you a perspective of what to do and how to do it.
Mm-hmm.
So that's the idea of light. Light is illuminating.
Yes, yes, that's very important. You know, because the world is so full of darkness, cruelty, lies, deception. So we need the light. We need to be bearers of the light and to do such wonderful works to join with you shining the light and shining truths. I agree with that. Yes.
And have you written any songs about light and love and peace? I'm just curious.
Right, sure. Well, like I said, I'm a composer, songwriter. I represent the United States with a song, In the Night, I'll Be Dreaming of You.
Mm.
And recently I did a composition that also celebrates Marla Maples' persona in Hollywood and show business, Broadway, etc. But yeah, I've definitely been thinking about writing a song about love and peace, especially in this time when there is.
Yes.
We've actually made, I've shared with you the film called Laws in the Land.
Okay,
Which,
yeah, I saw that, yeah.
Wow.
Which actually highlights how the infinite God created finite beings.
Right.
And each one of us,
Mhm.
how we connect to the infinite.
Right.
And each and every one of us, both Jews and non-Jews, everyone has a role to play.
Wow,
Yeah.
fascinating.
And everyone brings about
Mhm.
redemption.
Mhm.
Meaning by us keeping his code and honoring him, we intend, we in turn create an abode and bring about redemption to the world.
Yeah, that reminds me, as you spoke about the world, my newest song titled World Meet.
Meat, like
World Meet, like I meet you.
Oh,
you
meat,
meet-
not like meat. That you
Right,
eat,
not meat that you eat. So
Right.
the way Almighty God, Jehovah, gave me that song was based on inspiration. You know, we as people, we need to come together in spite of our race, in spite of our differences. The time that we should come together is now and unite.
Right.
You know, we can make a difference in the world. Your talent, my talent, your talent, anybody else with skills,
Mhm.
when we can come together and bring our talents to the table and work together, shine
Right.
together, grow together, pray together,
Right.
we can
And-
make a difference in the world. So my
and-
new song is streaming right now, and the new
called-
music video is coming, World Meet.
World Meat. It's
Yeah.
interesting. We've been doing this show over here in Manhattan Neighborhood Network for over 10, 15 years now.
Okay.
Since 2007,
Oh,
on a weekly basis, and we're spreading the light.
yes.
Utilizing the cameras and our
Right.
good friends over here, the staff, they're great, and so on. And this is the good card, and the good card represents that
Oh.
that essence of good. Every person, of course, has that ability to shine a light.
Yes, yes, yes.
Everyone has something to contribute.
Mhm.
Absolutely.
You know,
Speaking of songs, I did. I'm still working on a song, "Guardians of Freedom," which was which was commissioned by the United States Air Force through Colonel Don Schofield to honor all American heroes on Memorial Day in the near future.
What's the song about?
It's about all the heroes of the 6 wars.
Wow.
It's based on the music of John G.I.B.'s military march
Well,
music.
we want to see that all the resources from the military
Right.
Mm.
being transformed
Yes.
into resources to give people housing, fresh bread every day,
That's so
a
important.
chicken every day in the pot. We want military to be, as it says, as quoted by Isaiah, right opposite the UN, the Isaiah wall, which we're going to have a Hanukkah menorah lighting over
Right.
there. It says there'll come a time
Mhm.
where nations shall not learn war anymore.
Right.
They'll take their swords, instruments of war,
Okay.
and beat them into plowshares.
Yes,
Meaning
yes.
they'll transform all the resources.
Mm.
So that all these wars, which unfortunately had to happen,
Right.
but we want no more wars because
Right, right.
war is a lose-lose proposition.
Absolutely.
And when we can take all that money and resources,
Wow.
and then we have the technology today
Yes.
to provide everyone with a roof over their head,
Mm.
a nice kitchen, whatever they need.
Yes.
So let's hope, pray that that happens today.
Yeah, that would be amazing because it's time that things turn around since the world has been affected, as we all have been affected because of the pandemic. It's time for the turnaround now. We suffered a lot. Everybody suffered around the world.
Right.
Yeah, so that would be a great answered prayer. I agree with that.
And we're living in that time now where the world is coming together as one.
Right.
There is a lot of good things happening.
Okay.
Unfortunately, there's still conflict
Mhm.
but it's dying down, thank God.
Yes.
So you worked with the United States Navy or Army?
No, this was it was, well, now yes, in the sense that it was commissioned by the United States Air Force through Colonel Don Schofield to honor all American heroes of all the 6 wars. But it's based on the music, the military march that I composed
Wow.
for John G.I.B., which actually was recognized by the White House and Governor Scott Walker back in 2018. So it's a very important piece, I think, in my career and for the United States Patriots. This happens during the Trump administration back in 2018.
Okay,
Okay.
like I said, let's hope. Do we have all the hostages in Israel
Right.
coming home?
Absolutely.
And all the wars in Ukraine stopping and all, et cetera, et cetera. And let's hope there's
Yes.
peace. And thank God the character from Syria is out.
Right.
So let's hope things finally materialize to
Yes.
the point where there's no more war.
Yeah, I'm a world traveler as well, and a lot of times, like during the year of the pandemic, a lot of people had fear; they didn't want to travel. So having peace, people can enjoy their lives. Like I recently, 2 times I was in Indonesia, and I was blessed to travel. People were like, why is Tony traveling so much?
Which part of Indonesia?
Jakarta.
Jakarta. Okay, I've been there also.
Yeah, and so I want to give thanks out to Princess Mafuda Merabek and Saiful Merabek and the top king of Indonesia. They honor me so
Okay.
nicely.
Let's talk about some of your wardrobe.
Oh yeah. Good question and a good time.
I see you have a gold thing.
Yeah, and
let's
this-
see about what that represents.
This is a special gift
From who?
that I received from the king,
Okay.
from the top king in Indonesia. He handmade these.
And is it gold or is it gold thread? Or is
It's
just,
I don't know if it's real gold, but it looks
Okay.
beautiful.
All right.
So this
and
is
what's that?
handmade.
Nice. And
And
what's
this emblem is also from his kingdom. Yeah, so I was VIP at his birthday party.
that? Okay, very nice.
I was VIP, and I had the opportunity to sing and to speak, and it was an experience I'll never forget. I've never been on that side of the world. It was funny. I was like the only black dot in the crowd. But the people were so loving. Everybody was just beautiful, and I'm going to be going back again the end of January. We're scheduled. The Top King will be another birthday celebration. I'll be singing again. Matter of fact, I'll be singing my new song, World Meet.
Okay.
Yeah.
You have to hear some of the lyrics. What is it?
Oh, so
just,
some of the
just give
lyrics-
us one 2-minute.
Yeah, I'll give something short. World meet. Let's greet. Let's come together from the north, south, east, and west. Let's show the world our best. Let's come together.
That's it. That's very, very short.
Yes.
And sweet. Right to the point.
Right to the point.
But you got to hear the whole song. The whole
Okay,
song
okay.
is beautiful. Everybody, you can get it and check it out. You can shop it on the stream platforms. The song is beautiful because it has different styles of music. You hear Bollywood sound, African sound, Spanish sound, American sounds. The music is a nice mixture of music and a powerful message.
Message of coming together.
Yes.
Like I said, we're all made up. The human race is one body.
Yes.
Right? Each one, no two people or two cultures are alike.
Mm-hmm.
No 2 people look alike. Obviously, there are twins, but the exception.
And no 2 fingers are alike.
And no 2 people think alike.
Ah.
Everyone sees things at a different angle.
Yeah.
And that's the beauty of creation.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
That each one is unique, separate,
Right.
God created everyone from Adam, but yet no two people look alike.
That's so true.
In other words, when you take a stamp, normal people, when you take a stamp and you have a mold, then everyone's going to come out according to that mold.
Yeah, that's right.
Whereas
Yes.
with God, He created everyone. No two people look alike. No
That's
two
right.
cultures are alike.
Yeah.
Everyone is unique.
Yeah.
Some like their food spicy.
Mhm.
Some like it hot. Some like it loud. Everyone has their music differently. Everyone enjoys something different.
Yeah.
But yet, like a body,
Mhm.
each limb has its own function.
Yeah.
But they all come together. They all act as one.
Yeah, and that's the problem with the world today. As people, put their energy in the wrong area, negative energy, instead of coming together, fighting, bringing division, complaining, and hating, we need to stop. We need to stop all around the world.
Hate and negative
Yes.
doesn't bring,
Right.
you can't grow.
Mm-hmm.
What you make me to think about, Rabbi, is the hand. Look at the fingers are all very different. Yet the hand is the architect of everything we have. Buildings, performing arts, a pianist needs the hands to play the piano. On myself,
Me too.
Well, you
I'm a
also
pianist.
Right, the hand is very important, but
Right.
then you need everything. You need the feet to walk.
That's right.
You need the eyes to see.
Nice to see.
You have to hear. You have to think.
Right.
I mean, everything comes together as one.
Comes together. That's right.
Sure, action. What you're saying is a very, very good point.
Yes,
Is
absolutely.
that action is the most important.
It is.
I'll tell you why.
Yes. Why? What's that?
Because very simply, we could have all the great intentions,
Right.
all the great thoughts, all the great, philosophies, etc., etc.
Mm-hmm.
But let's say, for instance, to be kind, or
Right.
why did it make sense to give, or to be benevolent, and so on.
Right.
But if you don't actually take a dollar out of your pocket
Right.
and throw it in the bucket,
That's right.
then it's all worthless. This world is called the world of action.
That's
see
Oh,
it.
I like that.
That's right.
Because
Yes.
action,
Right.
what defies us is our actions. We can't control our thoughts all the time.
Right.
Most of us, if we thought, we don't have control over our thoughts.
Mhm.
Right.
We have control over our actions,
That's right.
and that's what counts. Action is, they say, the famous line,
Right.
actions speak louder than words.
That's right.
Mhm.
That's
Why
so
is
true.
that? Because actions
Mhm.
are about doing,
That's right.
creating.
Creating. That's right.
Without action, it's superfluous. It's meaningless.
It's meaningless, right? So actions is what really defines us in terms
Mhm.
of our humanity and what we do.
Right.
Right.
That's why it's a good point that he brought out. That
Yeah, I like that point.
that
Yeah.
that action, his hands,
Mhm.
Yes.
is what you could be the greatest pianist
Right.
in your mind,
Mhm.
but if you don't go down and sit down at a piano and play,
And play. That's right.
then we won't ever know.
That's right.
You could be the greatest driver in the world,
Mhm.
but if you don't
Yeah.
go get and whatever you have to do, you
Right.
have to do with your hands.
And that reminds me
Yes,
the scripture in the Bible where God spoke to Moses or Noah and said, "What's that in your hands?" He had the rod,
Right.
Right.
and God used that.
As
Yes.
as a means to
Mhm.
perform miracles.
Yeah, yeah.
But Noah, take Noah for example.
Mhm.
He spent 120 years
Yes,
building an ark
that's right.
With
With
his
his
hands.
with his hands.
That's right.
And you can imagine this old guy in Central Park building an ark and everything. And New York is saying, "What are you doing?" He says, "Oh, there's a flood coming."
Right,
right.
And they
right.
say, "What are you crazy?" 120 years.
Yeah.
Right.
And the reason why it took him so long,
Right.
because God wanted to give the people
Some time.
time to repent.
Yes.
Right.
He wanted them to see the light.
That's right.
Yeah, that's very key.
Tournament.
Very key.
So he waited and waited and waited,
So patient.
and then
Mm.
ultimately they didn't succeed in surviving.
That's
Only
right.
Noah and his sons.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
incredible.
Wow.
But action is very important, and this is the world of action,
Right.
the world of actions, and we're seeing that more and more as time progresses.
Progresses, yes.
Yeah, that
Um,
reminds me, excuse me, as you said, the saying action speaks louder than words.
Right.
There's a lot of people talking, They love to talk, but they don't walk the walk, showing
right.
the action.
Well, that's no good. You know, the idea is, ultimately, if you think in your mind, it should be followed by an action.
Absolutely.
For instance, and then if you know that fire is hot and the stove is going to burn your hand, that will cause you not to touch it.
That's right.
Right.
So ultimately, it should be followed by actions.
That's right.
Thought.
Yes.
And speech.
Yes.
So let's talk about Hanukkah. Hanukkah is also
Hanukkah.
about light and about action. It's about trying to go good over evil. Where the Greeks wanted to Hellenize and make everyone one.
Oh, okay. Yes.
Kind of like today, they want everyone to be the same.
Yes.
It's not
Right.
everyone's the same. Everyone is unique.
It's unique.
Absolutely.
And no one looks alike. Why throw everyone in a pot and make everyone look?
Yeah.
Everyone has
Yeah.
to be special.
Yeah.
Everyone is special, created in the divine image,
That's right.
but unique. And they wanted everyone to be Greek
That's crazy.
and worship the body.
Oh, wow.
Oh.
The Olympics come from the Greeks.
Oh,
That's right.
okay.
They
Yeah.
wanted to worship the body. Forget about the spiritual. There's
Wow.
no real spiritual. It's sort of like only the body, only who we are.
Would that be like a form of paganism?
Paganism. It's also a form of like Nazism.
That's right.
Where they decided that they wanted to everyone to be their body, their physical appearance was the only thing that mattered.
That's incredible.
And-
But the Greeks
Right.
didn't want to kill the Jewish people physically; they wanted to kill them spiritually.
Oh, wow.
That's crazy.
Meaning, and spiritually means that they wanted everyone in the Greek Empire wanted that the Jewish people should do the commandments, but don't do it because it's holy.
That's right. That's right.
Don't
What,
do it
what was the
Because
story?
it's holy.
Yes.
Don't do it because it's godly.
Oh,
It's
oh,
holy.
oh.
Do it because in other words, study Torah, but don't do it because it's godly or holy
Oh,
or divine.
that's crazy.
What was the
Divine.
story behind the Hanukkah miracle? There was an incredible story behind the Hanukkah.
There's a lot of stories, but
That's
the
right.
main story is that essentially this small band of Matisyahu and his
Mhm.
fought against the mighty Greek army. They defeated them.
Right.
They came into the temple,
Right.
and they only they found one jug of oil.
That's right. That was-
Oh,
lasting,
was-
supposed to last for 1 day.
But it lasted long.
It lasted 8 days. 'Cause
That's
it took-
incredible.
It took 8 days to process new oil,
That's
Mm.
right.
and it had
Okay.
to be ritually pure.
Right.
But there's a lot of miracles.
That's
the fact that a small army
That's right.
was able to defeat the Greeks who were trying to impose again their ideals on the rest of the people.
Okay.
Right.
Wow.
Fascinating.
So that's a sign victory of good over evil, and they didn't allow
Mhm.
people to worship in their own way.
Okay.
They wanted
Yeah.
everyone to be Greek.
Mhm.
That's crazy because the world will be so boring.
Yeah.
Right.
Everybody being the same. It's just like when we look in the sky and we see the rainbow, it'll be boring just being one color.
Right.
But you know, speaking of the
Right.
story of Hanukkah, I asked Tony. He's an actor, producer of many talents. Did they ever make a movie about the story of the miracle of Hanukkah? They never did.
No, not
motion
to my
picture.
knowledge.
Is it-
That could be a next project.
That could be a next, right, they made a lot
Or
of-
Super Noah. We could do a story about Noah.
Right.
Super Noah, I like
It's
that.
like Noah's Ark.
Oh, that's
Yeah,
right. That's
like,
right.
like a Superman, you have a Super Noah.
Right,
That's
I
right.
like that.
I think if Hollywood would utilize
Yes.
their talent to
That's
like
right.
Fathers Knows Best
Yes.
Mm.
and all the positive
That's right.
shows
Mhm.
and messages, we'd have a lot more
Yes.
calm
Absolutely.
and serenity in the world.
But they did make a movie about the Ark of Noah. And
Yeah.
Yeah, oh, yeah,
several
yeah, yeah, yeah.
movies, I think,
Yeah.
for that.
Yeah, they did. Yeah, but I'm saying, I want to make a movie about this, the good card, and about
That's right.
about how does it go again? Meet. We all come together as one.
World meet.
World
Yeah.
meet.
That's
I
right.
I think that's important today.
That would be
And
incredible.
I was thinking is taking each law,
Right.
going to a different continent,
Mm.
and making a movie, let's say, about the Chinese, about this law, and showing the world from different
Perspective.
angles, different
Yeah.
Perspective.
Yeah, that-
around the world.
Yeah, that reminds me of Joseph, the filmmaker. He's behind scene. Get
Right.
ready, Joseph. Get his ideas.
Okay, we'll get no. The idea is you show like in Africa in
Yeah.
every different people's
That's right.
Different culture.
different cultures.
cultures.
Like I don't know how many, and then we bring it all together, coming together. We all meet.
Yeah, my music video is coming and it's going to be showing that. I received so many videos from around different places around the world, different people representing their country, showing their fashion, their language, culture, and it's going to be intertwined, mixed into my music video that's coming for World Meet.
Okay, so
Yeah.
let's hope we meet. We're meeting here, which is a first step. Right?
Yeah.
You know, the fact that we're sitting down from all, we're sitting down different cultures, different
Yes,
people
right.
That's
at
right.
this
This is
table.
perfect.
At this
Perfect.
table.
And we all have same ideas. We're not,
Yes.
and we don't look alike.
Right.
We all,
Right.
and I'm sure we all don't think alike. But yet we're able to. I always say New York is a perfect example.
Okay.
Because New York has every culture, every nation. They live on an island, like the United Nations, and yet we all survive over here.
Wow.
So if we can do it over here,
Yes.
we can do it anywhere.
That's like the
Wow.
song, huh? If you make it in New York,
Yeah,
you
yeah.
can make,
No, I'm saying, but the idea that
make it
that,
everywhere.
this is the center
Mhm.
where all nations
That's right.
gather.
That's right.
All nations.
So wow.
Yeah.
So are you often at the United Nations?
Yeah, yeah. It's been quiet. It's quieter since COVID, but I'm still there. I have a weekly class.
Oh, can we come
Yeah,
sometime?
yeah. Any Tuesday,
Wow.
Tuesday 1 o'clock. Everyone's welcome, either online
Oh.
or in the UN. Corey's welcome over here.
That's right.
We give you a free sandwich, kosher
Oh.
sandwiches. Sometimes we get bring some
Fabulous.
kosher food,
Oh.
and we sit around for an hour, 45 minutes. An
So
hour.
that's Tuesdays. What time?
1 o'clock every
1
Tuesday,
o'clock.
1 o'clock.
Oh, I'm gonna keep that in mind.
Yeah,
Definitely.
Yeah,
Very
always welcome.
Thank you.
And we, the rabbi comes in and we have a
Okay.
Torah class. We discuss the weekly Torah portion,
Wow.
as well as the Jewish holidays and
That's right.
events around the world.
Okay.
But it's all about peace and about
Mhm.
bringing about a little light.
Yes.
That's
Wow, that's
incredible.
awesome. Thank you. I look forward to it.
I'm a student actually of the Zohar, which
Oh,
is
okay.
the
The
central
central-
document of Kabbalah that decodes the Torah,
Right,
if I'm
right.
correct.
Mm.
But like I say, after the show, I'll give you some books, some practical books, which could apply. Like
Right.
rather tonight is actually a special holiday of the Rabbi Schnees and
Mhm.
the Rabbi Schnees Zalman, who is
That's
the
right.
author of the Tanya, which you should read instead of the Zohar,
Oh,
because
okay.
it's more practical, it's more applied,
Wow.
and so on.
All right. Well,
Okay.
we're doing
Definitely
good.
looking
Okay.
forward to it.
So basically, listen, guys, we got to continue this. We got to bring everyone together. This is all about, unity, all
Yes.
about sharing experiencing the unity that exists in the world and bringing out that unity.
Of course.
Yes.
And let's hope and pray that we see unity.
Right.
Shalom.